Woke students at George Washington University are pushing a petition to remove Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas as an adjunct professor, claiming he creates an unsafe environment on campus. The petition comes after Thomas supported the decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. Tahmineh Dehbozorgi is a student at the George Washington University Law School. She's also a campus reform correspondent and joins me now. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so looking at this, my first question to you is there any precedent among schools in D.C., like Georgetown or other schools, or even among other justices for this happening, that because of their decision on a high-profile case, they're fired from a position or disinvited to a school?
Well, first of all, George Washington University Law School is extremely privileged. It's one of the only schools that has this amazing opportunity to have a Supreme Court justice as a faculty member. Of course, we've seen at Georgetown University and UC Hastings, they have canceled professors because of their opinions. But this is the first time that we're seeing that an undergraduate student with an unknown affiliation is calling to repeal a Supreme Court justice because of his concurring opinion in the Dobbs decision from the George Washington University Law School teaching position. Of course, this has nothing to do with the law school community and has nothing to do with his teaching style or his popularity amongst law students. This is just another cancel culture case motivated by emotional response to something that students just don't like.
It doesn't look like the petition is going to get anywhere. George Washington University has responded to this idea, telling their students, quote, "Because we steadfastly support the robust exchange of ideas and deliberation, and because debate is an essential part of our university's academic and educational mission to train future leaders who are prepared to address the world's most urgent problems, the university will neither terminate Justice Thomas's employment nor cancel his class in response to his legal opinions." Just coming back to you looking at this, George Washington obviously does not want to get rid of a Supreme Court justice and the access to that. But how does it help minds that are trying to learn and educate themselves on the legal process to get rid of opposing views, to take them off campus, to not have to face them?
Personally, as a law student, I believe a good law school is where students can engage in debate and look at each issue from all angles, because after all, we're going to be attorneys and we have to take either side of an issue and zealously advocate. I believe George Washington University Law School is where I have learned to look at issues from every aspect, and the professors and the faculty members we've had there, including Jonathan Turley, who's also someone who's coming from the right, and we have professor coming from the left. They have done a great job in encouraging students' critical thinking. So I'm very happy that our administration has taken such a step to defend the academic integrity and freedom of expression on our law school campus.
I went to Georgetown University, and I tell people all the time, my favorite part of going to that school, no matter how liberal the school was itself, was the idea that someone could leave the White House and come teach my evening class. Someone could be a Supreme Court justice and have direct impact with 20 to 200 minds for hours a week. How special is it to be at a school inside the Beltway and have that kind of access, and our kids just spoiled? Is that why they're not appreciating it?
I personally chose GW Law School because I was excited to have this opportunity to learn from a Supreme Court justice. And his class is one of the most popular courses to take. For this reason, I believe having someone like Clarence Thomas being there, it not only adds to the credibility of George Washington University Law School, but also to the George Washington University community as a whole. I am an immigrant from Iran, and I came to the United States because I wanted to be engaged in a civil debate and conversation without facing repercussions from the government. And of course, here at George Washington University, I do not want to experience being canceled or see students canceling professors, faculty members, or other students just because they have opposing views. So I know I'm not the only person who wants to stand against this trend of cancel culture on our campus.
Real quick, have you taken Justice Thomas's class?
I I hope to take it next fall. And Justice Thomas, if you're watching this, I hope you keep teaching at GW Law School. And we absolutely love the fact that he's there and we can learn from the best.
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad the university's pushing back and not terminating his employment. Tahmineh, thank you for joining us and good luck in your education.
Thank you so much for having me.